Hey guys, it's Emily from Living April Ann, and today is the day I'm going to be spewing all of my information on how to get PR from brands with a very small following. So I've lived it, I've been there before, and I'm still living it. So I'm excited to share all my tips, and if you want to know the truth about how to get PR with a small following, then keep on watching. Just to give a little bit of background on me and the sites that I use, I have started my account about 2 to 3 years ago on Instagram and a blog website, and now I just started my YouTube channel, so subscribe if you have not already. And basically, I started getting PR within the first 7 months, I think, is when I started getting them, and I had around 1,000 followers. And now I have a little bit under 3,000 followers on Instagram, and the blog has picked up a lot more speed. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm a very small creator. So I really want to share what it is that I did to obtain these PR packages, get on the PR lists, and really start reviewing product for other companies. So here are my little tips. Okay. So the first and most important tip that everybody says, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way, is of course consistency. So brands really want to see that you are reliable. They want to see that you are going to be a reliable source to sell their product and post when they want you to, because they have their specific time frames for certain launches, whether it be for a skincare brand or a beauty brand or something like that. So all these brands have their own time frames and things that they need to stick by, and they want to know that they can trust you. If you post once every other month or once a month, twice a month, it's still not enough to gain that credibility with your community. So you want to make sure that you have that credibility, you want to make sure that you have that community locked down tight, and you want to be able to share something that's a part of your niche consistently every day. So you really want your viewers to see you. They want to know who you are. The brands want to be able to trust you, and the brands want to know that your community is going to be able to trust you as well. So when you post consistently, you're really helping to foster that community in your specific niche, which we'll talk about soon. And I think it's so important for growth, as well as just, looking reliable. You want to be that reliable source for the brands because they're giving product to you, which is costing them money, and you don't want to be someone that isn't going to give them a return on their investment. So now, how do you actually become consistent on YouTube, Instagram, blogs, whatever it is? How do you actually do that? So I decided to come up with a little system to help figure out how I can actually become consistent. What I did is I found a blotter calendar. So these are so easy to find. It's just one that goes on your desk, or you can hang it up on your wall, just like a really big calendar. So on this calendar, I put a bunch of sticky notes and I color code them, like yellow is for YouTube videos, pink is for blog posts, and blue is for Instagram giveaways, or whatever it is that you specifically want to plan. And I write them all out on mini Post-it notes, my ideas for those videos or content, and then I stick them on the dates that I want to post them. This is great because it gives you some sort of flexibility and it doesn't feel so constricting. So when I put my sticky note on every Monday down the line that I'm going to post a YouTube video, I know that it's possible that I can switch around the ideas, peel one off, put it somewhere else, and it doesn't feel like I'm forcing myself into something, even though I'm forcing myself into something. So sticking to this calendar is really important, and when you do post that video, you could just rip the Post-it note off, crumple it up, and throw it away, and that feels like a great accomplishment, right? So that's something that I'd like to do. It's really helped me. If you want to see a full video about how I stay consistent or how I trained myself to live more consistently with my content, please comment down below and I'll be happy to share that with you guys. So step number 2 is definitely to niche down. This one is also talked about a lot because it's so important when it comes to building a community that brands are going to want to send their stuff to. So for example, I used to love lifestyle, skincare, beauty, fashion, just you name it, everything I loved posting about, and I still love posting about it. But I realized in order to kind of build a brand, you kind of have to start somewhere small and then begin to branch out later. So skincare was truly my number one passion at that moment in time. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna live out my passion and I'm gonna post a bunch about skincare, what I love about it, what I don't love about it. And that's what really helped my PR search skyrocket, because then skincare brands know that majority of your following is into skincare, so they know that they're gonna get the best return on their investment by sending their products to you. So step number 3 is, of course, follow the brands that you wanna work with. This is really easy, self-explanatory, because when you follow the brands are more likely to see you if you like and comment and engage on their posts. And also, they know that you support them. So of course, obviously, when you get PR, you want to make sure that it's truly your own opinion. No one is going to really try to force you to say something else unless they explicitly say that. I'm a big believer in just being completely honest about your PR. If something stinks, you're gonna know that it stinks because I'm gonna tell you. And I think that's so important. A brand knows that you are going to be able to say whatever you want because they're not paying you most of the time with this PR at the beginning. If a brand knows that you already support them and that you already like their products, they're more likely to give it to you instead of someone who doesn't follow them and doesn't really support them, because they want the most positive feedback possible to be released into a skincare community, for example. So back to what I always said, the brand wants the best return on their investment, ROI. So remember that always. They're not just gonna give you something if they don't think that it's going to pay off for them, because they are a business. Okay, so another super important tip that's like slept on all the time for some reason is that you have to follow the hashtags that the brands you want to work with are following. So this totally changed like everything for me, because if you follow the hashtags that they're following, which you can see straight from their account, you're going to be exposed right in front of them. You're going to come up right on their pages just like they would be following you, for example. So how you can do this is you go straight to their page, then you click their following little number at the top, and then after that you can see right at the top it says hashtags right at the top of the list of things that they're following. So you can click that and then you can just see all of the hashtags that they are following that you can use in your posts that you're really proud of, so that they will see those tags and then their PR people or their social media interns and everything will actually be able to be exposed to your content without actually following you. The next thing that is super important is reach out to the brands that you want to work with through DM, email them, just put your name out there and reach out to them first. So brands have zero idea who you are when you're super small, but when you reach out to them, you're putting yourself right in front of them and opening yourself up, of course, to the rejection or to the success of getting the PR package. So what I used to do is I would find a brand that I really wanted to work with. For example, my first PR package was from Moon Rivers Naturals, a skincare brand, and I always loved them. So I sent them a DM and I said that I would be so excited to work with them and share their products to my community because it really fit with all the morals and beliefs that I support, along with the morals and beliefs that my community supports. So this is something that's really important to a lot of brands, because you don't want to just promote a certain product, you also want to promote their brand image, and you want to make sure that it's a company that you support as well as your community, and then explicitly say that in your pitch to them. So do not be afraid to reach out to brands yourself, because it really works. And once you start doing this and get some traction, they're going to be emailing you day in and day out to send you more and more product. Smaller brands are also a great way to work your way into getting PR from bigger companies. They're really nice, they're really considerate people because they're so small and they really want to work their way up. And I feel like if you reach out to them, they're more likely to respond and they're more likely to pair with you because you're not looking for something paid at this moment. So another important tip is to keep your email in your bio, not that little sticker, because brands do not click that little email sticker. I've seen so many people say this over and over again. You can see actually how many people use the sticker option or the button option on the Instagram page. They do not use it. I've never seen a brand actually use this sticker for me, but I have my email written out in my bio in full saying PR, email, whatever I have there. So basically, if you already do that, when a brand or a PR person from that brand goes to your page, they'll be hit in the face with your email and they'll know that you're open to collaboration, you're ready for collaboration, and that you've done it before. So lastly, you want to make sure you respond to all your comments, you're engaging with your following, you're just all around putting your time and energy into engaging with your community instead of just posting things to look cool or posting a cool outfit that you have and not captioning it anything. You really want to make sure that you're connecting with your community, and then those brands will resonate with you and, you know, your passion. So you just want to show that you're truly passionate about your craft. So most importantly, I really want you guys to remember that you have to be yourself. Definitely make sure that your content is authentic and you are doing truly what you love, because that's actually what gets these brands' attention. You want to make sure that the brands see who you really are, they get excited about giving product to you, and you're ready for it. You want to make sure that you're ready to truly engage and let your passions just fly into better engagement. So that is it. That is everything that I know about how to get PR as a super, super, super small creator. So these techniques have obviously worked out for me. They worked really well, and I really hope they work out for you guys too. So if you have any questions, comments, or anything, please comment down below or reach out to me on my Instagram page and like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I'm excited to see how this works out for you guys. So thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you next time.